Okay, so for this video, I'd like to talk about a weapon that I do use, the Krak-On Roller. And this is the gear I use for it. It's got Special Saver, Ninja Squid, some speed, and some power up. And I'm glad that the rotation is with Manta Maria and Mori Towers, because those are two maps that I like to use beacons on. So for my gear, I use the Special Saver since this weapon doesn't inkle that well and it's kind of prone to dying a lot. So I think ever since I started using it, I've been able to use more ballers. And then Ninja Squid, you know how Ninja is like. Lets you swim undetected. And the swim speed is to negate the slowness. And I only have enough space for just one main worth of sub power up, which lets you jump to the beacon a little bit faster. So most of all, I just want to show how good beacons can be. See, from the start of the map to going all the way down to more, just to this part right here, it took about 10 seconds. So beacon jumping speed is about 3 seconds or so. I don't know the exact number, but that's better than 10 seconds. Saves you a good. Seems like our sniper's getting on. Alright, so it saves you a good. I feel like there's somebody here. Oh. Oh no, there's somebody else there to indirect me. Well, okay, so instead of like swimming all the way over there, see, my friends over here do not jump to the beacon. It makes me so sad. I put them down. For them, they don't use it. And to me, this is almost the same thing as having quick respawn. Like, you just come back so fast. Alright, I see somebody here. The range is not enough. Dang it. Well, as you can see over there, my special, it's almost full, and I still get to save a lot of it. I come back. I just keep doing this, keep the pressure up. I don't want them thinking that just because they're getting kills on us, they can start making a push. Oh god, he directed me again. Oh well. That blaster though, it keeps getting me. Alright, so just keep jumping. Oh look, somebody did use a beacon. Good, because that's what they're for. Alright, here we go. Got one finally. Traded it too. Gotta say, going against other rollers is one of my least favorite things to do. Oh look, actually, I just realized there's another Krak-On user over there. And he's kind of negating my beacons with his beacons. So that's good for him, I guess. But it really depends on that. It really depends on how much their team are using to his. I just keep putting him down. I can imagine both teams are just jumping back to beacon, until the stronger team finally goes. Alright, finally, here we go. So, I'm gonna make an effort to... Oh, nope, never mind. Going against other rollers is a pain in the butt. Alright, seems like my team is using beacons. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'll put more down. Oh. Trade, man. They're gonna take lead from here, looks like. So this is a great show of a beacon right here, because we can stop that push a lot faster. And they're gonna be jumping to their beacons. Kind of predictable. Oh man. But of course I'm not fast enough to make it. So he's putting some back over here. I'll try to defend the tower if I can. That's a nice stingray. Alright. Make sure nobody's coming this way. And there we go. Successful guarding with the tower. Alright, let's keep it up here. Alright, just gonna. Oh look, he got pincer. No! Alright, that's good. And just keep an eye out. Any second. There we go. Snipe. Is that a snipe? That was a good snipe. Okay, so to summarize this battle, both teams had beacons, which kind of made it tricky for me. I'm usually the one with the beacons, so when another person has beacons, it's like we're both coming back. It's like if both teams had quick respawn, in a way, not really, but. And so, with both teams having beacons like that, it was just we just kept getting back into the scene really fast. And normally at least for solo queue, usually I'm the one with the beacons and nobody else does, and I'll put them down for my team, and ideally they'll be using them, because that way they can get back into the game faster. Earlier, I showed that to get from spawn to drop down, it was about 10 seconds. But if you just jump to it, it's about 3 seconds. So you're saving yourself 7 seconds for every time that you die. And you know, people die 5, 15 times depending on who you are. And that's all the time that you save, as long as you keep jumping to my beacons, or to anybody's beacons for that. What sub power up does to help that is that it lets you get off the ground a little bit faster. And if you do it in squid form, you'll jump a little bit faster as well. So in total, you're getting a nice little boost to get off the ground and go to where you're jumping to. And so yeah, that's really why I like using this weapon so much. It's not so much because it's a roller. I would much prefer the Octobrush, but I think they're kind of similar in some ways, so I can use it just fine. And but this is why I used to use the Octobrush in Splatoon 1. In Splatoon 1, the Octobrush had the beacons with Krak-On. And so people would often say, oh man, you use quick respawn. You know, no wonder you keep coming back so fast. But it was really the beacons with the quick respawn together that let me come back so fast. People who didn't have beacons would use stealth jump. So between quick respawn and stealth jump or beacons, you could keep coming back into the game really fast. And of course, quick respawn and stealth jump don't really work the same way it used to, but at least beacons sort of do. So anyway, to jump from spawn to here is about 8 seconds. You know, just showing again the time that you can save yourself if you use them. I really like it when my team uses them. Whoops, I put myself in range there. Yeah, so, oh good, see we have a person using it. That's good. Hopefully he'll do something good. Oh, that's a dangerous Luna. I'm out of here. Ah, they still got me. Well, let's see what we can do. I keep dying, but thanks to this special saver, I have a little bit more special than I normally would have. These guys are pretty bomb happy, right? Alright. He's building some special. He's better than jumping in there to my death, so... Oh, that's a sniper. Oh, it's a sniper. Alright. Meanwhile, I only have beacons, so it's... I can't help my team. Wait, he didn't die. Whoa, it actually broke. Must have been damage to the bombs. This is I guess a good display of when I feel that the roller's not that great. So when there's like map controllers we don't really have anymore, and I just have to wait until they get into my range, which is kind of a patient game over here. Alright, my teammate's making a push, and I think I'll go for a flank. That's not good. Oh, last one. Well, what should I do? Damn. I got one. That's a ink armor. Damn. That was a good suction. And he squirmed away so easily. Alright, this is a tough battle. But it's not impossible. We made a push earlier. I think there's somebody up there in that bunker. Oh god. Okay, I got one. No. That helped. I think this Luna's giving us the most trouble, probably. See, my teammate here used the beacon. Sir God, this Luna needs to die. Alright. Another ink armor. Ink armor is pretty tough to deal with using roller, sadly. Alright, so our team is dying, but they can come back faster if they use these. Or if they jump to a teammate, that's fine too. Alright. I need to help support the tower over here. Alright, got one. And hopefully I can make a... Ooh, nice. Alright. Oh, I don't know what killed me there. Ooh, just take the lead. There we go. Alright. Not sure how I can help there, so I'll just help maintain our area. Well, they're making a good push, so I'll actually hurry over there. They're making a great push. I didn't expect it. Alright, gonna help my team. Did we lose it? I'm not sure what to do from here. They're kind of out of my range at this point. But we're maintaining the pressure really high, so there you go. It was a tough match, but we could do it. That was a mess too. So yeah, so to keep on talking about how it used to be before. I'll say, look, even though I died so many times, I could still use 4 ballers, so that's kind of nice. Anyway, as I was saying about Splatoon 1, I really liked Octobrush because of the beacons with Kraken. And actually, Krak-On Roller also had that set where the beacons with Kraken. And you know, if you want, in my opinion, if you liked more mobility, you would use Octobrush, and if you just like more potential killing power, then you would probably go Krak-On Roller. But they're about the same in different ways. Anyway, they have beacons and Kraken. And so in this game, Octopus doesn't have that, but the Krak-On Roller is sort of similar still. It's got the baller instead, and it's not exactly like a Kraken. For those who don't know Kraken, it was a transformation that lets you be like a Kraken, and for like around 5 seconds, you could swim around with God mode, so you wouldn't die no matter how much they shot you. And you could just jump. By jumping into them, they would die in one hit. And you could chase people around like that. And with Baller, you only get like one shot to explode on somebody, and it's kind of a slow process too, a slower process anyway. So not sure why this weapon is so much more underplayed than the other roller. I mean, it's got curling bombs and splashdown, which, you know, it's good, but is it so good that this weapon doesn't get played as much as it could get? So if I could get somebody from behind, there you go, rolled into you. I'm gonna use a baller for this guy, or maybe not. Wait, maybe I should. Alright, let's do this. Oh, somebody else got into it. Alright, I can get on tower. Oh, never mind. This beacon here is kind of silly, I'll admit. This one is like too short to really matter. But still, you know. Alright, pretty sure somebody will see me. It's alright, I don't really care if that's sniper tries to kill me. Maintain some map. Oh man, did that clash? Probably not the best time to maintain that. The moment he saw me, he just locked onto me. Alright, let's try to get him back then. Alright, Ninja Squid. Wait, he actually directed me in Ninja Squid, so that's pretty... I commend him for that. Keep doing this. Oh, somebody's here. I'm kind of used to that right now. Oh man, I hate going against these guys. Alright. They have so much range. Anything with range, like Gatling and the Rapid, are often my bane. Right. Got him. 3 down. Keep putting beacons down. As the game progresses, I didn't take that right. Alright, I got one. Ah, nice shot. Well, anyway, I hope you take the lead from this. No, come on. Wow. Ooh, can you do it? Nope. Alright. Let's give it another shot. Like, this guy knows I'm here. Ah, he got help. Dang it. Give it another shot. Oh, it took care of it. So, smart people will get rid of the beacons. Or even camp them if they get the chance. But yeah, put another one. This is usually the route that I take. I really should be like changing it up a little bit, because it becomes too predictable. Somebody was shooting behind me. Alright. Oh no. I guess I'll just wait for somebody to get to... Oh, I got it down there. Maybe I can do something. Alright, I'll use it. They're really gonna pop it, aren't they? Going out of my way to get... I'm kind of distracting these guys. Oh, so close. That was a pretty long distraction. It was practically a a 3v something. Anyway, let's see what we can do. 2 down. That there's the problem over there. I can't really help. Alright, I hear this guy. Got him, 3 down. Alright, let's just get on this. Let's just get on this. Alright, got it. Got this guy. And can I get it? Oh. I guess pretty good at directing. It's not the first time he's directed me like that. Alright, and see, I can just keep jumping somewhat safely. Right? You know, because I can get this guy. He probably didn't think I was there so fast. You know? That's a wipe. Got it. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say about the Krak-On Roller. I think it's a really underrated weapon in terms of how much it gets played. And see, that guy did pretty good, 20 kills. He was directing me left and right. But yeah, so I think that's all I just wanted to say about this. And I hope, if there's anything you should take from this video, it's please use my beacons. Please use your teammate beacons. There's people who have beacons and they don't put it down a lot. They should put it down more often, of course. And then that way you can just keep jumping. Anyway, thank you, and have a